Hi team, can you believe that next Friday is our last Friday in school? It's crazy how fast everything has gone. It really is crazy. So since we only have a couple weeks of school left, I wanted to take some time to explain some things, but first and most importantly, to encourage you. I know it's hard. May, I've heard it joked about May is like May-cember, like May is even as hard or harder than December. I think for educators, it is harder because there's so much going on and we have extra emotions this year because some of our dear friends are moving to a different school. Some of our students are moving. A lot of our students are moving. We're getting new ones. There's some ambiguity because we don't know exactly what to expect. And I know that makes it even a little more challenging. But I want to encourage you to stay strong. I made myself some notes. I want to encourage you that it's okay to feel frustrated. It's okay to need to vent, but be thoughtful. Do you need to vent at school? Do you need to vent to a friend on the way home? Do you need to just write in a journal? Be thoughtful, because whatever you think about a lot and whatever you speak, that's what becomes your reality. So be thoughtful and don't let venting become a complaining habit, because then that's not going to help you be strong. And the other thing I want to tell you, that even though there's only a couple weeks of school left, as soon as you stop teaching, you're going to see a lot of behaviors. Keep strong. Today you guys went and picked up all of your things for I Am STEM Week. That's next week. It's the perfect way to do fun content in everybody's classes. All content can do I Am STEM activities. It's learning pieces, but it's still fun. There's projects. It's a lot of the things that we wish, oh gosh, I wish we had time to do this. We don't have time for art. We don't have time for science, technology, engineering, or math in a fun way. This is the time. And Quinn has gotten everything pulled and ready for you so you can do it. So that's going to be awesome. Try to keep things as normal as possible. I do want to give a shout out to fourth grade. I know the fourth grade's still really doing their morning meeting and their Leader in Me curriculum, because I've had 2 different classes in fourth grade. The kids have had ideas about service learning projects. One of them even wants to go ahead and put it into place now. Awesome. So if you're doing the things that are in Leader in Me, that's going to keep your kids engaged, and you're going to have negative behaviors reduced, and the positives about school, their leadership is going to be able to continue to come out. So I want to make sure that you do that. After Brag Night, which is, this is Thursday, my beautiful blue polo, that's tonight. After Brag Night, they're going to take home their leadership binder. We're still going to do our math fact fluency for the last three weeks, because the kids are excited to see how they're doing. So we'll keep updating in May to see how they're doing. The last day of school, we can celebrate how high we went. We want to go ahead and let them see that their hard work is paying off. Plus, again, it's another thing that they can keep practicing. They won't have their binders here, so they won't be able to fill out their lead measures, but they can still keep track. They can even just keep their papers and go, yes, I did better. But don't start just ripping everything down in your classroom, because as soon as you do that, you indicate to the kids that you're done. And if you're done, they're done. You don't want to do that. If you think about it, it will honestly take you maybe an hour to get everything off your walls. Save it. Save it towards the end, the very end. And you can let the kids help you on one day, but save it for the end so that you don't have any extra behavior problems. And don't take anything down in the hallways until the last few days of school, very few days of school, because it sends a message that school's not in session anymore, and we don't want that. Room numbers, that's in the bulletin today. There are just a few people that are changing, that are moving in classrooms. It's not just to be nilly-willy. It's because of changing grades or something like that. So there's a document for that in there. The movement schedule, I'm solidifying it, so that will come to you guys very soon. By movement schedule, I mean on that work day, every person who is going to be moving classrooms, they will have a team of people assigned to help them, so that when it's time, but by middle morning, late morning, early lunch, you guys should be done with the majority of things that you need to do for your own classroom. So then you can start helping them move their own small items, personal type things, like not personal things because those are going home, but like things that can go in the cabinets. Furniture, all of that will be moved by maintenance. All of that by facilities. They'll all come and move that. But the things that go in the cabinets, that kind of stuff, if you need the stuff that's in your cabinets for your new grade, then you would take that. If you don't need it, like for example, if you're going from teaching 3rd grade math to teaching 1st grade, then your curriculum for 3rd grade math will just stay in your old classroom, and you'll be moving into your new classroom. So all of that is coming. Room checks. Okay, so I've had some questions about personal items. Good questions. Personal libraries. No, your personal if you have extra books in your library in your classroom, that does not have to go home. The things that we're really talking about are more like furniture pieces. I've also been asked about like extra furniture, like shelves, cubbies, stackable things. You can't put any of that kind of stuff on the top above your cabinets because that's all personal. So that does need to go home. If you have more questions about that, come and talk to me. I can look at your specific needs. Microwaves, if you have a personal microwave, those do need to go home. Those are very easy to break. If you have a personal refrigerator, I don't want those to get ruined. So just tuck them underneath your cabinet. But if something happens to them, there's something I can do about it. We do need to be cautious. Next year, we're going to be real thoughtful about if we have a personal microwave, where we put it, because we shouldn't be really setting up like an apartment in our classroom because it's the kids' classroom. But we can talk about that later. But when we come to check your rooms, and the end of the year checklist is in your box, and I also put it, no, I didn't put a link to it, I just put it in your box. We will be opening your cabinets. We will be checking everything because we have to make sure that we can see all the different components. We're not being nosy. It should just be all school stuff anyway. Again, one of the things on there is school supplies. If you have copy paper, notebook paper, a bunch of extra pencils, markers, crayons, send it all down to the office. We have a closet for it. And we're going to have an additional closet as well. But we want to keep our resources in a place where everybody can access them. We always want to have enough. And a little thing I like to remind myself when I'm working on my office and such as well, a May teachers who get really nice and organized and clean everything out, they make August teachers very happy. If you're a sloppy May teacher, August teacher is going to be kind of upset with yourself because, you know, when you finish well, it's easy to start strong as well. Okay, when we will make sure that we have furniture for full classes, which is pre-K to grade 4. Be thinking that you want to make sure you have furniture for 22 people. And grade 5, we want to make sure you have seating for 25 people. I do have some furniture tweaks that I'm going to be letting people do. I'm not quite ready with that plan because all of the furniture in FSLC is going to be replaced. So we have the furniture that's in FSLC, and we also have a couple classrooms worth of furniture that will be extra. I will tell you there's a couple of grades, a couple of classrooms that have student desks instead of tables. We will likely be moving the desk out and putting tables in. But if you're one of the teachers that is going to be impacted by that, I think I'm just going to come to you personally and say, hey, here are your choices. Come and tag the furniture that you want for your new for your classroom, even if you're not moving. But if we just are going to have options for you. I think that's it for right now. After you look at the end of the year checklist, please ask questions. It's not very different from last year. I tried to clarify things a little bit. I apologize. I really had intended on doing the end of the year checklist and giving you guys time for the MRA at yesterday's huddle. Poof, I forgot. I'm sorry, but that's okay. You can do the MRA on your own. And, the end of the year checklist, it should be pretty self-explanatory, but I made this to give a little bit of clarity as well. But again, it's okay. If your whole team has questions, ask me and I'll come down there. Then I'm trying to think if there's anything else. Oh, for Tuesday's Lighthouse meeting, I'm working on coverage for our Lighthouse team members. That's coming to you as well. Just know that most of you will have somebody covering your classroom. There are a couple grades that we might have to kind of split up your kids amongst the rest of your team because I just don't know if we have enough coverage. I'm working on that still. I'm trying to make some magic happen. We'll see. Okay, I think that's all for right now. I almost ask you who will always love you because that's what I always do when I have a camera, but it is true that I love you too. I think that's all for right now. Again, please watch this. There's a Google form where I'm going to ask you a couple of questions because I need to make sure you watch this. And if you need anything, let me know. And please sharpen the saw this weekend. But if you do want to come to the building, Saturday it's open. Bye.